Hey everybody. So I've come up with this new idea to do short little let's plays, and this is probably gonna be one of the longest of the short ones. But I want to do a couple short ones because I feel like it, and I came up with this idea, and I wanted to see how it worked because raising children is so easy in The Sims now with all the stuff. They can basically raise themselves. So I wanted to put that to the test. Now, now there is two Sims, two toddlers. One will use none of the stuff, and the parents will raise them all. And this is our little Georgina, and the other, Amy, will have to raise herself. And you may notice from Amy's skin color, and if we can get closer to her, oof. It's hard to see. She has red eyes, so she's actually an albino. That's how you say it. I had it in my head beforehand, and now I'm like, that doesn't sound right. I don't know why. Yeah, so an albino. I think that's right. Just sounds weird. They have no pigmentation, so they've lost all their pigmentation. So their hair's white, their eyes are red. And their skin's grossly white. Like seriously, look it up. You'll see it. And I'm moving while I'm explaining, which is gonna be annoying. But I've been in a lot of pain, and I was feeling pain. That's why I haven't really uploaded, because I've been really busy and in pain. Not that I should probably actually explain why, and not just on something that not many people are gonna watch. Yeah. What was I saying? Yes. So, if you haven't noticed, we are in oh what's it called? Spring spring something spring. I was hoping that one of these names would say usually they have one that says something. So I'm just checking them all. Hidden Springs. We're in Hidden Springs. There you go, guys. I know what's up in the world of life. Yeah, so they're in Hidden Springs. And because it's such an isolated country town, really far out, a lot of them aren't really educated on a lot of abnormalities. And that tends to be a thing in country towns. I'm not saying that people from country towns don't understand things that people from urban towns do. I'm just saying that it does happen, and people become isolated, that they don't really get that information because they don't get that what's it called, that they don't see it a lot. What is it? I've forgotten the word. Yeah, they don't see a lot of variancy. So that a lot of country towns are full of white folks, at least in Australia. And you don't really see a lot of people from different cultures. Unlike the more city, more populated areas, you see huge, dense multiculturalness. But if you're out to the country, if you see someone of color, it's like, what? you know, and because of that isolation, they're not heavily influenced. And that's not, I'm not saying that's for everybody. Like, some people are very intelligent, and even if they are like in isolated town, they can be very aware of how the world works and everything. But this is a country town that hasn't had that luxury, and this is a family that's kind of a little bit oblivious to that sort of thing. So they think our little Amy is actually evil demon. And I'm not saying that like everybody think that about albino people, that albino people are evil. I'm not saying that. I am saying like these people are not of the most intelligence and don't really understand what's with their daughter, and they are absolutely convinced that she is a demon, that they have a demon child. And it's kind of sad, but it actually happens. There are parents that are convinced that their children are either possessed by demons or they're demons. And, well, it's really sad because that's what they think, and it has led to them disliking their daughter and thinking she's the hellspawn and not wanting having anything to do with her. And yeah, it's really sad for Amy. It's really, really devastating. I am kind of shivering right now, because it's cold, and I'm decided that it'd be great just to wear a singlet, and I didn't think about a jumper, and I was just like, so now I'm like feeling the cold, and I'm just like starting to shiver. So you might hear that in my voice. Yeah. So I'm going to introduce to the parents first. So this is Rick Marks. He's pulling the most awesome face ever possible, that you could ever possibly see. Okay, give me your face. I have to take a picture, guys. I'm sorry, it just has to be done. Anyway, this is Rick Marks. Now, he is dramatic, family orientated, neat, nurturing, and a supernatural skeptic. So, I'm just moving again. Okay, so I gave these traits specifically for him because he's a family dad. He's a stay-at-home dad. He does not want to work. He wants to stay at home and, be with his children and look after them and cook for them and everything like that. So that's what he's going to be. And he wants to be a chess legend. Now, he doesn't really have any skills in chess, but he's always been fascinated by the game and, watch other people. So he's got his little chess table out here, and he's got little playpen, so he could put the girls out here while he's doing that. And he actually put Amy in here of her own accord. Now, I will explain the rules in a moment, about what's going to happen with this. But I'm just going to introduce all the characters first, and then, see what goes on from there. So this is Myra Marks. Now, she's a very stylish, fashionable woman, while our darling Rick is completely the opposite. But she mainly dresses him to make him dress more fashionably, but he really likes to wear the dorky clothes, but she will not allow it. So she, if something happens to her, you'll start wearing dorky clothes. That's what's going to happen. He will join the daycare profession, but not while his daughters are toddlers. When they go to school, he's gonna join the daycare profession. Don't know how long this is gonna be, but I'm gonna try and keep this one a real short one. So there's gonna be probably a lot of editing, and it'll probably take longer for me to produce it, but it's my aim. I don't want it to be long. I want it to be short and kind of an interesting thing to do. And so this is Myra Marks. So she's a working girl. She's not the most cuddliest of friendliest people, but she's good with people, but she's just not. She's kind of like devil at home, angel at work kind of people. So she takes it out on her family when she gets home from all the stress from work. So she's a workaholic, flirty, good sense of humor. Because you gotta make those jokes, so you gotta do a little bit of flirting. She is not beyond sleeping with someone to get ahead in the game. So, yeah. She is charismatic and ambitious. So she's very goal orientated, and she will do anything to rise up in the ranks. So she's not beyond sleeping with the boss, or so she's developed a good sense of humor to crack some jokes, because who wants to be around a sourpuss? You don't want to be around a sourpuss. You're going to hire the person that makes you laugh, not the person that makes you cry. Ah, you stayed young, Miss Myra? You're not so young. So this is our darling Amy Marks. Now, she is a genius and she's good, and she is very, even though she's really young, she's very into learning, very into collecting all pieces of knowledge that she can, and she's going to do whatever it takes to collect whatever knowledge she can. Even though she's completely deprived of it, her parents will not help her with anything. She is going to try her darnest to get a good upbringing and look after herself as best as she can. Now, this is Georgina Marks. She's pretty adorable. Her sister looks quite similar to her, but it's difficult to see her because she's in the playpen at the moment. So Georgina Mark, even though she looks like a sweet little angel, she's actually evil. But she's very smart. So, she's gonna hide how evil she is. So they're worried about their other child being evil when she's actually the good one, and paying all the attention to their actual evil child. Yes. So when people are not around, Georgina's probably gonna pick on Amy, be a bit nasty to her, everything like that. So anyway, I am bringing you over to our darling Amy. There. Look at the face she's pulling. Amy. Now, yeah, she has the most dorkiest outfit and the most dorkiest hair. But see, there's a bit of, you can see a bit more of her face there. She looks paler there, but when you pull her face up, she looks like much darker. Anyway, that's beside the point. Let's move on. You know what? Eh, when I first tried doing edge smoothing when it first came out, it was like making their hair disappear. So I haven't done it. Okay. So my game crashed. Anyway, beside the point. I think that was better now. Just a little bit of smoothing. But yeah, because originally I didn't have it on because it just like moved their hair, like smoothed it so much, like they had their hair. Ridiculous. So I didn't turn it off, and I never turned it on, and then I noticed that they're really bulky around the edges, and I didn't like that. They never used to be like that. Life. Anyway, the rules. So, what's gonna happen is, um, I am gonna have minimal control over the parents. Like, I can send her to work and get him to cook and they pay the bills, and have them look after this Georgina. But when it comes to their interactions with Amy, it's gonna be basically non-existent. Now, I know that it's physically impossible for her to learn how to potty train by herself, and so I have made it. I don't want to like lose it just because I didn't potty train her, couldn't potty train her. So, thing is, if they chuck her in here by themselves of their own accord, which he did, I did not touch him at all. He picked her up, he put her in there. Said and done. Um, yeah. Then that's their prerogative if they put her in there. If they put her in the walker, then that's fine. I'm gonna try and stop them from social interactions because she's gonna try and get a social interaction from her teddy bear. This is her room. She has the potty chair because I didn't want the smelly potty chair in there. Queen bee daughter's room. So she has all that's their main daughter's room. It's all and this is her room's very plain and bare and not very excited. I should give her a mat. Yes. This was like a really small 1 bedroom place and I had to try and edit it out. Like I didn't change the size of it down the bottom and I had a bedroom here and over here eating and like in the kitchen. Made the kitchen bigger and me eating there bigger and gave him a little seating area. Yeah, and then like little lounge room here. And then 3 bedrooms. Yeah, I had to expand it because I wanted to add all this stuff. Yes, if they put her in the bed, in the crib, then we lose that day. So, once a day, I can have them potty train her. Because, and only when she really needs to go. So if she misses, if we don't get to her in time and she doesn't need to go anymore and she wet her pants, then, well, that's the breaks. Them's the breaks. If the parents are in the middle of doing something, like if they are sleeping, they're watching TV, we can interrupt them. If they are sleeping or they're trying to build a relationship with someone, like if she's trying to build like a relationship with a coworker to try and boost her up, then we leave them. If they are paying attention to Georgina, we leave it. So they're only allowed to take her to the potty chair once a day. This is going to be rather difficult, I think. Yes. I know if he's building his like little skills. It depends. I will have it so like he has to build like if he's doing it like up one bar, you know, that kind of thing. That makes sense. I don't know what I'm talking about. Or you know, till he gets sick of it. Um, I don't know. I'll decide that when I feel like it, when he's building his skills, because it's not really that important. But it is part of his thing. I chose this because I've never done it. I do not know how to do it. I think I tried it once and I wasn't know how to become the grandmaster of chess. I think you have to call people over. But I'm not sure. So yeah, it should be fun. Oh, there's a window. I should move that window there because I don't really go there anymore. Yeah, I should move it over here. Oh, and this is the staircase that came with what's that expansion pack? It's called the artisan one, and this came with Bohemian Gardens. Yeah, I've got a lot of things in the soul sale recently, like Hidden Springs and Bohemian Garden, and oh, and I got the bakery, and oh, and I got the chef thing, so I can make little restaurants and stuff. Should be nice. I should actually give him like the little the cookie one, cookie one. I should. Yes, I really wanted these out here because it looks cute. I don't know. I like things like I love chairs like this. I want a chair like this. I oh my gosh, I want one in real life. Oh, I am getting distracted. Yes. So rules. Yeah. So um. Yeah. No real social interaction with her because she's evil and they don't really want to, you know, have her do evil demonic things to her. If they place her into something, then she's stuck there. At least I don't know. I at least for a couple of hours, I might have it if it becomes that they just keep putting her into one. If they keep if they as soon as she wakes up, they just like shove her in here. Um, I might change it to a couple of hours in there, and then they put her upstairs or something. But our aim is to age up well, to build as much skills as possible. I'm actually going to bump up their money so they can buy all the kids' books. Because this isn't really by the money, so I don't care. So I'm going to bump up their money to go get the kids' books. And if they leave the kids' books on the floor, or if they put it in their inventory, because they don't really leave it on the floor, they just shove it in their pocket. I'm going to count shoving it in your pocket as leaving it on the floor, because you cannot fit all those books in your pocket. I'm sorry, you just can't. You're not holding a backpack, you just shoved a book in your pocket. It's not there, it's on the ground. I'd like to have seen this in Sims 2 because they actually left the books around the place. And also when you gave someone the bottle, they would leave it on the ground. So I would have liked to have been able to do that because then she could just try and grab bottle that her sister had and eat it. But yes, I am gonna have them feed her very minimally. But I'm not sure how much it would have to be. Like, I was thinking once a day, but I think that's a bit unfair. So I think maybe like twice a day. Because I think babies, like, I think their food goes down quicker. But they cannot feed her in the high chair. That is there for their princess. They're gonna feed their princess mostly in that high chair. She has to be fed on the floor. And probably when her sister's being fed. Or around and it looks like it's attached to the stairs. But it's not. There's actually a wall there. It's funny. I love these stairs. Absolutely love them. Okay. I keep getting distracted by my new stuff. I really want to see them sit in these chairs so badly. I love chairs like this and this. Oh my gosh. I am just going on like a mad woman. Okay. Yeah, I think I've covered everything. Oh yeah, like when she ages up, we also want to try and give it really good traits. Or always be able to choose like the traits we want to give her. Yeah, kind of thing. When she becomes a child, if you want to continue on, we could just do the toddler phase. Basically, they're gonna have her do most of the housework and stuff like that, and they're gonna help. They're gonna help their daughter, or they're both their daughter, but they're gonna help Georgina with her homework, and Amy can never get any help from any of them, and she cannot do her homework with her sister either. Maybe unless her sister really initiates it, but we can't initiate it with her. Yeah, and she'll have to like help clean around and stuff because they want to try and worm out the devil in her by making her be as good as possible, and being as good as possible you have to clean and help out and show your worth. So they want to try and do that to try and weed out the evil in her. Yeah, and then her duties will increase as she becomes a teenager, and I don't know whether to give her a part-time job or not. But yeah, but she looks so, she has like such a dorky hairstyle and clothes. Yeah. Oh no, don't start, because everything's gonna all happen at once. Yeah, yeah. I hope you guys enjoy this little challengey thing. I've been thinking about it for a while, and yeah, I've always been fascinated with doing like an evil, doing twins and one evil and one good, and and giving one a really poor start in life. I've always been fascinated since The Sims 2 when they had those twins that came with Pleasant View. I can't remember what they're called, but the husband was a flirt and the wife was a businesswoman. And they had their favorite daughter that they taught everything to, and their least favorite daughter that they taught nothing to, and she became a bit of a rebel, a bit mean. an angel. But this way, it's the opposite. Even though she gets treated cruelly and abused. Well, not like, treating your child like that is abuse, even though it's not physical, it's emotional abuse. Just saying, people. If you try and question me, it is still abuse. Don't treat your children like shit. Just saying. Because you are abusing them, and you most likely give them emotional scarring. Treat them as good as you can, but then don't also let them get away with like everything, anything possible. Gotta set boundaries, but not. You gotta find a good medium, because there can be too many boundaries, and that can also be pretty harsh. Yes, and a little bit of neglect, I think. Yeah. Poor little Amy. Poor little Amy. Little albino baby. Yeah. So, I am spinning. I don't know. Spinning helps me think. So I often spin when I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm just carrying on this because I feel like talking and I'm just trying to make sure I haven't forgotten anything. Yeah. What am I thinking? Life, the world around us. We think. Oh yeah, I deliberately chose this lot because it was like far off from everything else, so they're like a little bit distant, so like not many neighbors around, so they wouldn't know like, the abuse they treat their child, and it's almost in the woods kind of thing there. I think it was appropriate. If you haven't seen in Springs, I've never played. This is the first time I've played in it, so I'm just gonna be like, oh my gosh. Oh, what's this? It's such a pretty. I love these trees. Oh my gosh. What's happening? Okay, I'm just having to freak out. It's okay, people. It's okay. There's the water. It's so pretty. So pretty. It's very small though, which I noticed, but I thought it was very pretty. Let's go there. Oh, it's that'd be a legacy lot kind of thing. What's this? Oh, it's a house. I'm just. Oh, that's a really, really big, nice house. Can I live there? Ooh. This is just not layering. It looks creepy. Oh, it looks like these really old games, old school games. If I press, oh, there it is. It's loaded. I love that roof. Oh, so sweet. Why? I'm so excited by it. Yeah. Okay. So we'll probably explore a lot of the town. Now I'll be like, this house will get bigger as we'll move, but I like what I've done with it. I like it. I'm very pleased with myself. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Just saying random words. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And I've just been blabbering on for a little bit and checking out the town, and yeah. So I'm gonna go and we'll come back later and yeah, you get to see actual playing. Bye.